Race 4 on Michael Roberts race days. The Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II maiden plate over 1,950 metres. It's the first leg of the pick 6. The race goes off at 13:55. Warren, I've narrowed it down to a 3-cornered contest between 2 Galabeer, 8 1,000 Tunes, and 11 Legislates Dance. But I guess there are 1 or 2 others that could surprise, including the likes of 12 Grey Lingari and 13 Razor Hallelujah. But in the final analysis, I've gone just with numbers 2, 8, and 11, with preference for number 11, Legislates Dance, who's improving rapidly. You've got to be impressed with the way the progeny of Legislate are running, sprinting or staying. They're doing both. Had a stakes winner just the other day. So those are my top 3 selections.
Well, let me give you my thoughts as we go through race 4, because you could be quite right and be singing from the same hymn sheet thus far. 2 Galabeer, the Ideal World Gelding, ran a very good third on debut, close up to Tree of Knowledge, so we would have a bit more of an idea how the other horses in the previous race have performed with that Tree of Knowledge form. Shifted out in the closing stages, so expecting huge improvement from Galabeer, and in fact he could improve so much that he could win and win well. 8 1,000 Tunes, the stable companion, good effort last time behind Elado's Pride, so certainly he's not going to be a maiden for too much longer. And then your first choice and my first choice, number 11, Legislates Dance. The both of us were quite big on him winning last time, and you'll remember that race, Graham, on the poly here at Hollywood Bets Greyville. Green as grass, green, but the way he put it together in the closing stages, he was the second fastest finishing, is a magnificent colt. Really lots to like. The draw 11 won't help come Sunday at Hollywood Bets Scottsville when they jump on the turn. But no doubt that Serena Mudley will be doing his very best to get this horse into a striking position. So, yes, although we did do our cash on him last time, we're not going to turn our back on him because he looks progressive, and for you and I, he looks the one to beat here.
And we will be chatting to Serena Mudley. It'll be interesting to hear from him how number 11, Legislates Dance, has progressed since that promising last run. Certainly, the distance poses no problems. Of the balance, one I'd like to pick out as possibly throwing into the back end of quartets. Number 3, Fat Cigar, ran okay on debut. The strength of that field is open to question, but what I really liked about Fat Cigar was that I was so impressed with him in the parade ring. He's a real smart-looking son of Twice Over. Now, that is the stable companion to Legislates Dance. So when you chat to Sereno, ask him for a word about number 3, Fat Cigar. I'd be interested to hear what he has to say.
I will certainly do that. And before we wrap, just on a little personal note, as we all know, you've auctioned and called around the country and parts of the world, and you've been privileged to see some wonderful horseflesh. I had the privilege of meeting Twice Over this past week. Magnificent stallion.
Yeah, and of course he raced in the colours of Khalid Abdullah, who passed away. That was recently, and sad loss for racing and breeding throughout the country. What a legacy Khalid Abdullah leaves behind. And Twice Over was one of his group winners.
Absolutely smashing stallion. Race 5 up next. It's the first leg of the jackpot. We'll be back soon.